Hi everybody, welcome to your practice. My name is Raquel. And for the next few minutes, we're just gonna flow, do the sun salutations that we do in yoga, the flow transitions. But this practice is specially designed for those of us that have very stiff bodies. So a lot of guys come to my class and I always try to give them props and modifications and ways that we can move so that you can actually go through all of the motions without feeling that, you're less able. So for today's practice, we're going to need a couple of blocks. And do grab your blocks. And if you don't have blocks, go buy a couple of blocks. So the blocks bring the floor up and they give us height. So you can put this under your hands, under your feet. There's a bunch of stuff we can do with it. For today, bring the blocks on the third height in front of you. And we're going to start just opening the back body a little bit before we get to moving. Open your legs as wide as they'll comfortably go. And then when you open the legs wide, you can draw a line between the inside of the big toe towards the inner heel. And that line should be parallel to the line of your other foot. So just do that. And then very slowly, go ahead and bend your knees because chances are the backs of your legs are tight. And then with the knees bent, tilt the pelvis over the thighs and your hands are going to find the blocks. Okay? So this is just to get the pelvis in the right place here. And now you're going to play with straightening the right leg, only the right leg. And then you bend the right knee and you straighten only the left leg. And now maybe play with straightening both legs. So intended benefit of this is for you to open your hamstrings, the backs of your thighs. You might be feeling this back of the knee or calf, but for most people it's back of the thighs. And now go ahead and bend the left knee a lot until you feel the inside of the right thigh opening up. And then straighten. Now you bend only the right, you feel the inside of the left opening. So a little bit of adductors. And do just one more time. You bend only the left. And then up and only the right. So simple. And then back to center. Keep your knees bent, hands on your thighs. And then with a long spine, you bring yourselves up. So knees bent, toe, heel, the feet together. And arms to the sides and up. Let's open the side body. So the right hand holds the left wrist. Keep the pelvis as it is as you side bend to your right. So just gonna move, going back and forth, dynamic. And then to the left. One more time to your right. And then up and to the left. Now, come up, the right hand holds the left wrist, bend your knees. And do a side bend to the right. Now we're going to add a curling in, as if you're doing cat pose. So curl the upper back. So your fingers are going towards the top right corner of the room here, and you're rolling and rolling down, hopefully feeling the whole of that back body opening up, especially on the left side. And then all the way up. And then we switch. You start with your side bend to the left. You bend your knees and you do your cat pose here. So you're rounding the upper spine, opening your back. Good. And then from here all the way up as you release the hands. Nice. A few solutions for your flow transitions. Go ahead and bring your blocks to the front of your sticky mat. Again, they are on the third height. Inhale, arms to the sides and up. And as you exhale, bring the hands forward. Bend your knees and allow the hands to touch the blocks. Now with the knees bent, explore the hamstrings. Very slowly spin the sitting bones up and apart. To try to straighten the legs. It's okay if they don't straighten all the way. If you're feeling the hamstrings, you're already there. You don't need to push. And then exhale, stay here. Now bend the knees, press the feet down, inhale, arms to the sides and all the way up. And you bring your hands to the heart. Okay, now we're going to do a low lunge. Inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, bend the knees all the way forward and down. Now, bend the knees, right knee down, left knee down. And then place your blocks on the lowest setting on the top of your sticky mat. Okay? So now that you're here, curl the right toes back. And then left toes back, plank pose. And up and back into down dog. Bend your knees a tiny bit. And then press the hands into the blocks. So the blocks under the hands, they help you raise the floor up so you have more space to lengthen through here. Now inhale to plank, top of a push-up. As you exhale, bring your knees towards the floor. So taking the weight now off of the arms. Allow your heart to come forward and up as you do your modified up dog. And then slowly back into modified child's pose. So leaving the hands where they are, you push back, and again, hopefully you're feeling that you're opening your back. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, shoulders above the wrists. Allow the heart to come forward and up. Modified up dog with your knees down. Still getting the benefit, you're still doing your back bend. And then back into modified child's pose. Now we'll come back to center. Step the right foot forward in between those blocks. And then inhale the arms forward and up. And you're here, you know your shoulders are super tight. So open your arms out so they're more in a V. And everybody flip the palms towards each other and then back towards the wall behind you. Good. And then we release the hands down to the blocks. Curl the back toe, straighten your back leg. And then get this leg back anywhere you go. And then back into your dog pose. So in your dog, bend your knees. Bend your knees. Taking the hamstrings out of the way here. Flip and spin your sitting bones up and apart. And then maybe play with straightening your legs. And then notice if you straighten the legs, if the pelvis tucks in, that's not good. So keep your knees bent and work on lengthening your spine. Now inhale, plank, top of a push-up. And as you exhale, knees towards the floor. And one more time, do that back bend from the back of the heart, so no dropping of the pelvis. Keep pressing the hands down, look up. This is a big old back bend. And then back into modified child's pose. One breath here. And then slowly back to center. Now, the left foot forward in between those blocks. And then slowly bring the hands forward and up. Again, shoulders are tight, give yourself space, flip the palms back, hug the front of the ribs in, and then lift the left thigh, the front of the left hip, your right hip up. And then from here, release the hands down to the blocks. Curl the back toes, straighten the back leg, plank. And then knees bend back into down dog, long spine, long spine, long spine. Okay, inhale, plank, top of a push-up. As you exhale, knees to the floor. Now we're going to do Chaturanga. So as you bend the elbows go straight back behind you. And then press the hands down, modified up dog from the upper back, arms straight. And then back into extended child's pose. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, shoulders above the wrists. Do your Chaturanga maybe halfway down. Press the hands into up dog, moving from the upper back. And then back into child's pose. Now with the pinky finger of your side, press it down onto the block so you're karate chopping the block. Press it down, press it down, press it down. And even as you're pressing the hands down, you allow your ears to come down in between your upper arms. So let the upper body open up. And then slowly you bring yourselves forward and curl your toes, as many steps as you need to walk forward to the front of your mat. Bring those blocks back to the third height in front of you, in front of your sticky mat. The knees are bent. Now, keeping your knees bent, get the spine super long. And to the degree that is available to you, start to straighten the legs. Breathing in there. Maybe shift the weight back into the heels and then into the balls of the feet. And now go ahead and bend both of your knees. Press the feet down, inhale, arms to the sides and all the way up. And as you exhale, hands to heart. Release the hands. Hopefully those were some good solutions for your flow transitions. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.